And we are back. I really wish the game didn't give me this weird not responding when it's loading, because it always goes through. It's not been a problem. In any case, the problem I was having was that I was simply missing the fact that we are in a research station with stations for everything. I should have taken the "not yet" as a clue, but I didn't. Now I think I'm beginning to further understand exactly how this game thinks, as it were, in terms of how to go about solving problems.
It's for your own good. You'll get the next shot tomorrow.
Woo, we're a veterinarian. We are now going to try and rest, I guess. And then write our thesis. I'm sure writing our thesis will be an interactive experience of which well, probably not. But anyway. Man, we're just getting bombarded with achievements. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
What a dream. What's that noise? Sounds like a garbled radio.
Oh, it's cold out. Living room radio? Oh, right. Obviously, it's coming from the... Ugh. Red lights. Take warning. Oh, it's just the tiki bar. The hell?
Tully! You scared the hell out of me.
I see them, Rune. The beast.
You're having a nightmare! Wake up!
No, I can't. It just starts over.
Okay, Tully, I hear you. Take it easy. Everything is alright.
No, I can't. It just starts over. There! See?
Oh dear.
Listen to me. You are on Alpha Polaris and there's nothing here. Take it easy.
What? Are you sure?
There's nothing here, Tully. Nothing here.
Fuck.
Tully, what's wrong with the radio?
How should I know? It's some electromagnetic shit or something.
What did you see in your dream?
I don't know. I was back in Longwoods, Maine. And then in the glacier, the polar bears. They were in the sky. It was wrong somehow.
What were the beasts you saw?
At first, I thought there were polar bears. But then, I don't know what the fuck it was. A spirit. Under the ice.
Okay, easy now. Look, maybe you should go back to sleep.
No, I need to focus. You go ahead, Norway. I'll sit down here for a while.
Are you...
I'm good. Now leave me alone.
Okay. I'll do a quick check around the station.
Yeah. Expect the kitchen since we're... Aurora put some weird lights on everything. Wonder if he's up.
Al.
Guess not. Still? Ah. So why doesn't he have a room like everyone else anyway? Oh, Al's up. There's a pretty view out of the window. He was right.
Al?
Look at that. A hell of a light show. Like the sky itself was burning. Such profound beauty. I took a reading with the magnetometer, and I think we're very close to a record-breaking geomagnetic event right now.
There's something strange taking place here. The radio is blaring out some weird noise.
Yes, that makes sense, and it wouldn't even be the first time. Way back in 1859, a couple of great geomagnetic storms took place. They were caused by immense coronal mass ejections in the sun. Back then, telegraph stations were spreading all over rural America. Electricity was soon to be introduced to households, and telegraph lines operated with it. As it happened, something freaky took place during a peak in the solar storm. Stations in Portland and Boston maintained conversation for several hours with no battery power.
They were using some form of geomagnetic energy?
Correct. Geomagnetically induced current is the term. The field lines fall here, Rune. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I think the ion storm is causing the effect you described. Who knows? We might see even more peculiar things happen.
I ran into Tully in the living room and had a conversation with him while he was having some sort of nightmare.
A waking dream? That's interesting, especially considering his fixations. He's constantly going over the dreams he's had, the dreams he will have, and so on. But I wouldn't worry. Ted's obviously very responsive to these things, and he's been under some stress lately. The isolation and the darkness can get to you.
Not like this. It took me several tries to get him to wake up, and what he told me about the dreams...
Yes, but still, between you and me, waking dreams occur mostly in juveniles. Let's put it this way. Ted doesn't always operate on the level of maturity one would expect.
How can an ionospheric phenomenon have effects this severe?
Well, I'll bet you see Aurora in Norway all the time, Rune. Do you know much about them?
The basics. They're caused by solar wind getting trapped by Earth's magnetic field.
That's the science. However, the Cree call them the dance of the spirits. Looking at them here, in the middle of this desolation, they waver constantly, like a veil or a mask. A mask shifting to reveal a glimpse of some long, lost truth. Perhaps a visual message, which we, as mankind, are no longer able to connect to.
Yeah, sure.
I remember watching them as a child and having similar sentiments. Like they were put up there as a show. There are legends in Norway. I think the Sami people believe the northern lights can descend from the heavens to hurt men.
I'm glad you understand, Rune. Getting older, I've come to realize there's a more spiritual side to the Arctic.
I'm just being a bit genre savvy there with the...
There's more. I've also had a nightmare. In my dream, I remember the terror of someone watching me from a distant ice shelf. Tully had a feeling of something haunting him in the woods.
You think there's a connection?
I don't know what to think.
Without trying to be dismissive, you both have spent long days out on the glacier. Anyhow, there may still be a powerful subconscious message for you to grasp. A spiritual one, as some people in touch with themselves would say.
You could be right.
But maybe you should hit the sack before I switch on my full ramble
Oh
mode.
dear. I know how full ramble mode goes. I have one.
There's more.
Oh, just the same.
In my Tully had a feeling.
You think there...
I don't know.
Without any... a spiritual...
You could be right.
But... one more thing. I don't think you'll be able to reach anyone with the radio tomorrow. We've blanked out during ion storms half this magnitude before.
Then I'll treat the bear myself.
That's the spirit. We should also power down the tower so nothing gets fried. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Okay. Okay, too early to open it. I like that attitude. Go outside in this weather? No! We'll check on him one last time. Oh dear.
Hey, Knudsen, you gotta see this.
Kamardar.
Don't you go all sweet on me. I found something real fucking eerie.
The Swede here needs a little more sleep.
You need to see this.
Fan. Before we'll stop. Okay, you win.
Get down here,
I don't
then.
want to.
And about last night, we need to talk.
I don't want to antagonize him too much. It's like tolerable.
Nova, are you in there?
Oh well. Oh, there's Nova.
Everything all right?
Yes, just had a lousy night.
You're not the only one. The radio woke me up.
At least you got some sleep. I've been running those samples for, what, like 4 hours now?
If there's something I can do to help, like pick off the hairier bug legs.
Thanks, but those bugs are still microscopic. How's the bear doing?
I don't know. I haven't visited her yet. You don't look like you slept too well. Rough night?
No, it's more like personal stuff.
Haven't had any strange dreams?
Not really.
Tully had night terrors last night. Seems pretty shaken.
I know. First morning in months, he didn't tell any of his sexist jokes.
Al thought you might have some insight on those bones and the hide he found.
If you mean as an Inuit, not that much. People often have this misconception of our cultural unity, but in reality, there are many different cultures and groups. I'm a Canadian Inupiat. In Greenland, there's the Kalaallit, although the dialect spoken here in the north is Inuktun. It's very close to the Canadian Inuktitut that my mom spoke to me. However, I took some courses on Paleo-Eskimo cultures, so I might be able to tell you something.
From my first day here, I noticed how you take pride in your past. I'm sure your mom taught you that.
Not really. She always told me to forget the bygone ages and become a trucker.
Losing you to the logging industry would have been a waste of talent.
You should see me driving a Kenworth double trailer up the Wrangell Mountains before you say that. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. Anyway, I learned to take pride in what I am after I moved to Alaska and went to university.
So she's exceptionally good at driving vehicles. That might actually come into play later. I'll keep it in mind.
You didn't seem very happy to hear Euler Jr. was coming.
We just don't need anyone from management meddling in things right now, especially those who are full of themselves.
We on for tonight?
We are, but I have to zone out for a while first.
There's one last thing, then I'll let you go.
It's supposed to be a major oil prospect down there?
Yes, but Al thinks we need to do a little more work before trumpeting about our find.
Yeah, probably should go and talk with Ted. Holy...
She's gone.
That's a piece of her flesh.
So she wanted out and ripped the cage open?
I don't see any other way this could have happened. Putting her in the cage was a dumb idea.
You've been doing your science project on climate change or whatever. Is this it?
No. Polar bears are unpredictable animals, especially when hurt and captured.
You really don't see the pattern here? We are basically animals, right? Maybe the storm messes up everything with a brain.
I can see where you're going with this, but I don't think there's a connection between geomagnetic storms and bad dreams.
Are you saying that what I saw last night was just some regular next-door nightmare? If you saw the netherworld shit...
No, I'm not saying it wasn't terrifying. It's just that the connection to ionospheric phenomena is sketchy at best.
I've been checking the magnetometer, and the worst is yet to come. The storm is gaining momentum.
I probably need to put the bear down. Can I take the snowmobile?
Sure, the keys are in the ignition. I need to chill somewhere for a while.
What are you working on next?
I don't know yet, damn it. I need to clear my head somehow.
What are you doing here in the middle of Greenland?
My paps worked in EP offshore. This was the first logical career option.
Well, I guess since we gotta put it down, we need to go actually get the rifle. There's the snowmobile. Oh, obviously, we have to triangulate the bear. I was thinking about bloody snow, but... That would be too mundane. This should do us pretty well. Clearly, I am missing a step. Oh. Fume hood is also on the list at the moment.
Morning.
Oh.
Morning. Made any progress with the thesis?
Not really.
Well, if it helps, our little side project here, the one involving oil, is showing some real promise.
Fume hood.
I see you're making progress with those. Let me know if you find anything.
Oh, cool. Ew. Ah. Wouldn't bother
How's the
you
bear doing?
if it weren't important.
She's gone. She must have smashed the cage during the night. She's apparently hurt pretty badly, and has an infected jaw. She'll probably die if I don't find her.
But you can find her, right?
Yes, if the tracking collar is still attached. I found interesting details in the bones Elle brought. There are knife marks all over them, and the bone marrow has been exposed in one.
That's usually done to feast on the juicy innards.
Which would mean the Paleo-Eskimos were practicing cannibalism.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? It's known to happen in extreme conditions.
Trust me, this is something that I know really well. Cannibalism is a strong cultural taboo for the Inuit. They would not do that. There's some evidence of even older cultures than the Inuit in Greenland. Degenerate hunting cults, very warlike and tightly organized, which doesn't apply to us.
Sounds like they could have practiced violent rituals.
But as I said, they were not Inuits. According to the myth, they were driven into the sea by old Inuit tribes. I have a couple of articles on the subject. I'll fetch you one.
Ooh, science.
I also have another article about the mythological side. I'll try and find it for you tonight.
Ooh, notebook has updates. Ooh. I'm just reading this a bit. It's a bit small, so I'm not sure if it'll show up on the video. before I go do anything else, I am going to compare notes on that with the markings on that whole leathery, maybe flesh, possibly not, hard to tell at this age thing. Oh, we can suggest what these might mean then. We are looking for... Ah, so these are both good. T letters are thought to symbolize the ancestors. The unturned ones, unborn children. Extending to the sky. I think we may have to wait for her other article. But I am getting an idea of how to decipher that. I am going to have to make some notes of things to properly utilize this. I can at least enter the caller ID. ALO or AL0339. Zero and O seem to be the same. This is going to be a lot of me writing stuff down and daring, so I think I'm just going to call it a video here. I will see you all next time on Let's Play Alpha Polaris, where I'm going to have to come up with more bear puns. Later, everyone.